attorney Laura Anthony, founding partner of Legal and Compliance, a full-service corporate securities and business transactions law firm. Today is the first in a LawCast series talking about the SEC's proposed rule amendments to modernize and simplify disclosure requirements for public companies, investment advisors, and investment companies. On October 11, 2017, the SEC proposed certain rule amendments to implement a mandate under the Fixing America's Surface Transportation Act, or the FAST Act. The FAST Act, passed in December 2015, contains two sections requiring the SEC to modernize and simplify the requirements in Regulation SK. Section 72002 requires the SEC to amend Regulation SK to further scale or eliminate requirements, to reduce the burden on emerging growth companies, accelerated filers, smaller reporting companies, and other smaller issuers, while still providing all material information to investors. In addition, the SEC was directed to eliminate provisions that are duplicative, overlapping, outdated, or unnecessary. In accordance with that requirement, on July 13, 2016, the SEC issued proposed rule changes on Regulation SK and Regulation SX to amend disclosures that are redundant, duplicative, overlapping, outdated, or superseded. I will review those proposed rules, which are slated for action in this year's SEC regulatory agenda, in this LawCast series as well. Section 72003 required the SEC to conduct a study on Regulation SK. And so in that process, and as part of that process, to consult with the SEC's Investment Advisory Committee, the IAC, and the Advisory Committee on Small and Emerging Companies, which they did, and then to issue a report on their study and their findings, which they did on November 23, 2016. Section 72003 specifically required that the report include 1. The findings made in the required study, 2. Specific and detailed recommendations on modernizing and simplifying the requirements in Regulation SK in a manner that reduces the costs and burdens on companies while still providing all material information to investors. And 3. Specific and detailed recommendations on ways to improve the readability and navigability of disclosure documents and to reduce repetition and immaterial information. The proposed amendments seek to implement the various findings and recommendations in that November report. As further discussed in this LawCast series, the proposed amendments would 1. Revise forms to update, streamline, and improve disclosures, including eliminating risk factor examples in form instructions and revising the description of the property requirements to emphasize a materiality threshold. 2. Eliminate certain requirements for undertakings in registration statements. 3. Amend exhibit filing requirements and related confidential treatment requests. 4. Amend management discussion and analysis requirements to allow for more flexibility in discussing historical periods. And 5, to incorporate more technology in filings through data tagging of items and hyperlinks. I'm securities attorney Laura Anthony, founding partner of Legal and Compliance and producer of LawCast. Should you have any questions about today's topic, please visit securitieslawblog.com and lawcast.com or contact me directly. Inquiries of a technical nature are always encouraged.